Jack Cronus has been ripping people off for decades. Most of his life has been filled with scams and swindles, bilking millions from hundreds, perhaps thousands of victims. He uses his mouth as his only weapon. Jack, you see, talks people out of their money by convincing them to buy improbable investments. They believe in him so much they give him money, more money, and sometimes all their money, and they almost never get it back. His latest fraud involves dodgy diamonds. That makes Jack Cronus the Jack of Diamonds. And here's how his scam worked. Recently, Jack was part of a boiler room operation in Toronto. Upstairs, a phone bank was staffed by international students making cold calls looking for rubes to fleece. The dialers are called qualifiers. When they get someone on the line, they pass them over to the next tier, junior salesmen called openers, who ease the victim into a small buy, a wee chip of a colored diamond for a few $100. Then they pass the sucker's file downstairs to a loader. A loader is a senior salesman, a gifted talker with tricks to build confidence, and a muted conscience, allowing them to go for the throat, even when dealing with unsophisticated buyers or seniors barely getting by. Jack was a loader at Paragon International Wealth Management. That's a fancy name that hides its rotten core as a crooked diamond investment scam. The loaders wait a few weeks before calling the victim back. When he calls, he says the tiny diamond they bought has already risen sharply in value and is now worth much more than they paid for it. What a smart investment it was, they tell the victim. Imagine how much money you would make if you only had bought more. And they buy more, time and time again. Victims are sent false valuation certificates suggesting their growing collection of gems is worth far more than it really is. Police say sometimes the gems don't even exist at all. Over months, sometimes years, they regularly bleed their victims of cash, talking them into more diamonds, bigger diamonds, different colored diamonds, 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 diamonds. But if the victim tries to sell their gems, it almost never works out. It takes a long time for the victims to realize they've truly been hosed, but by then it's usually too late. I'm reporter Adrian Humphreys, and I've been chasing the Jack of Diamonds and his crooked pals across countries and continents. Please settle in to read my detailed expose at nationalpost.com.